Is Cobra my new set? Let's talk about it. What's up, you guys? Welcome to the video. I have been struggling with my driver, and let me tell you why. So the driver that I'm playing right now is the Ping G425 with a black tie matrix shaft. For those of you that know what that is a premium upgraded tour level shaft. Now, I've played this driver for the last several years, and what I've noticed is that I'm really struggling with snap hooks. Now, as a golf pro, one of the most embarrassing things to have happen is to be missing your driver. Like, you're a golf pro, you should have missed your driver. And so for me, it was like, okay, well, maybe it's something in my swing. So I had to really hone in and practice and try to dial in my swing. And no matter how hard I tried to fix it with swing mechanics, it just is not changing. And I realized something. My swing speed has changed. My swing speed is faster. And so because my swing speed is faster, my shaft of the driver no longer supports the swing that I have. Now let me tell you why. So the driver that I have, this black tie shaft, although it is a upgraded shaft, it is a stiff flex, I've noticed that the bottom part of the shaft, which I typically like to have less flex and less torque in the bottom section of the shaft, has gotten very whippy. Now, I don't know if that's something that has always been that way and I'm just now noticing it because my swing speed is higher, or if this shaft has always been that way. But I can tell you that the bottom quarter of the shaft is a little bit too whippy. And so therefore, as I'm swinging and rotating that face over, it's really rotating that face over, which makes sense why when I see it on video, the face is just completely shut and over rotated. And that would explain why I'm getting that snap hook. So I went to a buddy of mine, KB, over at the PGA Superstore, and he was nice enough to let me demo some drivers. Well, I tried the Cobra and fell in love. Cobra, if you're looking to sponsor somebody, hit me up. No, I'm just kidding. But no, seriously. I tried the Cobra. It was the DS Adapt, the one with the 33 different settings on the hosel and all that stuff. And he said, you know, I'm going to put you in an X-Flex because you're at 110 miles an hour clubhead speed. I'm going to put you in an X-Flex. It's going to be the Delani. It was the 60-gram black Delani, and it was an X-Flex. And I put that on the DS Adapt Cobra driver, and he put it in the B4 setting. Now, for those of you that don't know what the B4 setting is if you look at the new Cobra settings, if you look at that model, it's 33 different settings that changes the angle and the loft and the lie of the driver. And so I was at a 9-degree loft, and he put it in the B4 setting. And the B4 setting, basically what it does is it opens the face and it brings the toe down, right? And literally that little bit of change, and I immediately started hitting these 300-yard, 290-yard butter fades, just butter cuts the whole time. Just boom, boom, boom. One butter cut after another. And I fell in love with it because that's what I told him. I said, I don't care if I lose 10 yards because I'm hitting a fade, or even 20 yards. I will take a 20-yard deficit to be able to hit a nice little butter fade. And that's exactly what happened. And then he's like, well, try to hook it. So I literally purposely hit 3 shots in a row where I was trying to over rotate it and over hook it. And I couldn't even do it. I was hitting little draws. and I was like, as soon as I started hitting draws with this thing, trying to hook it, my numbers went up, and I was at like 310, 315 with 2,000 RPMs of backspin. For those of you that don't know what that means, it means that the ball flight is at a good trajectory and the ball is not overspinning in the air. When you get up to like the 3,000, 3,300 RPMs of backspin, the ball is overspinning in the air. And so tour pros are looking for that 1,900 to 2,200 RPM backspin. And that's exactly where I was without hooking. And so I'm like, shit, now I need to buy this driver. So that being said, I've always been a huge Mizuno fan because I love their irons. Their wedges are good. And that's why I really love Mizunos. Their irons and their wedges are really good. But I've been really wanting to, my next set of clubs, I really want it to be seamless. I want it to be all the way through the bag, one brand. And I don't know why. I think it's just because I've never had a set like that, and that's what I want for my next one. And everything that I'm seeing from Cobra, from the putter all the way up to the driver, the branding has just gotten so good, including the bag, including the merch, including the clothing that they have with Puma. Right? And so I'm really, really considering just making that my new brand that I work with. So I'm gonna give it some thought, and when I'm ready to buy a set of clubs, I will update you guys. You guys will be the first to know. But I just wanted to put that out there. So whether or not I end up working with Cobra directly or I just go and buy the set, I don't know yet. But I freaking fell in love with that brand, and I think I'm gonna do something about it. So I hope that helps. I hope you guys can take something away from that. Now, keep in mind, I am very big on fixing the swing first before you buy equipment. I want you guys to know that. As a golf instructor, I'm a big believer in the swing has to be fixed before you buy equipment to fix the swing. However, my swing that I have works really well with my wedges. It works really well with my irons. It works really well with my fairway woods. The only club that I have struggled with my swing is the driver. So at this point, if I can keep everything else the same and play really good golf and just fix the driver, that's exactly what I'm going to do. Because I'm not going to go and reinvent the wheel when a new shaft and when a different shaft and a different head can fix the problem. I'm not going to just go and reinvent the wheel. My swing has already been built over the years. Like I'm not looking to make huge modifications. I like the way I swing. I can play really good golf with the way I swing. I just struggle with the driver because I'm getting too much left spin. So if I can get a driver that gives me right spin or less left spin, then that's what I'm going to do to fix the problem. So I don't ever recommend anybody buy their game, but in a situation like this where I've developed a swing over 35 years to be where it's at, I'm not going to go and reinvent the wheel. So I hope that makes sense. I hope that helps. I hope maybe you guys can take something, even if it's like one little golden nugget from this, whether it's the talking about trajectory or, whatever. I don't know. I hope you guys can take something from this. And as always, aim small, swing smooth. Peace.